Focus. The kitchen's open, ta-da! That's the kitchen, where I do all the cooking because I like it. Hello friends, and welcome back to Czechia! Stop trying to make Czechia happen. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It just makes me laugh so much. So, hello friends, welcome back to my room in Prague, in the Czech Republic. Yes, despite my deep homesickness for Ostrava, I am still here, which has been causing me some serious stress. It's been a crazy couple weeks, and I've had a lot of adjusting to do and a lot of thinking to do, and I realized that I've been burning the candle at both ends and trying to be everything to everyone, and it's just not really working out for me. So I've been a little crazy. We had a full moon last night and I turned into a werewolf. So last night there was a full moon and I turned into a werewolf. And now I'm stuck like this. So that was fun. But yeah, so instead of complaining about things that are going on, I decided to come up with 5 things that I really like about the Czech Republic. The first thing is all of the farmers markets and food festivals and little markety type celebrations that happen all throughout the year. Now, I know that they have farmers markets and things like that in America, but not where I lived. Where I grew up, we had tons of farms, but no farmers markets where I could buy my fresh vegetables and things like that. Here, I am so fortunate that Wednesday to Saturday, we have a farmers market. And they are just full of like fresh produce and fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and eggs and breads and baked goods and homemade juices and all of these things. And I can just go get them like 4 days a week. I like to time all of my grocery shopping so that I can buy most of my things from the farmers market. And it's not just the farmers markets. There are all kinds of festivals that happen all the time. Holiday festivals, food festivals, wine festivals, beer festivals, and especially since I moved back to Prague, I feel like there's a different food festival happening every week. Last week we had an Asian food festival. The week before that was Greek. What? There was a Greek food festival and we missed it? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So there's all these food festivals going on that have different stands, and you can go and you can try these different foods. Then there's also the holiday festivals, the St. Martin's Day festival, the Easter festival, the Christmas festival, any festival or celebration you can think of. They're gonna go put out markets in your local square and sell wine and sell beer and sell food, and it's just a party. You just go and they have the food and the drinks and the music. It's great. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Nothing. And they might do these things in your area, but the closest thing I had was the fair, and that was just so extremely overwhelming that I didn't even want to go. The second thing is Czech Christmas. Seriously, Czech Christmas is by far this should probably be number 1 actually on my list of favorite things in the Czech Republic, because Czech Christmas brings together my 2 favorite foods, fish and potatoes. Now, this might be a strange thing because the Czech Republic is a landlocked country. Why would they be eating fish for Christmas? And honestly, I've asked people, they don't even know. It's probably a story that goes way back, but they do. They have Christmas carp and potato salad. Because I'm a spoiled American, I prefer Christmas salmon and potato salad. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it's one thing that I do take back with me on the rare occasion that I go back to the US for Christmas, is to make the traditional Czech potato salad and bring a little bit of fish to any family Christmas event that I go to in the US. Another reason that I like Czech Christmas so much is there's no pressure, at least I don't feel it from the people that I know, there's no pressure to have these huge long Christmas lists, or pressure to buy specific gifts or lots of gifts or expensive gifts or any gifts at all. Very typical gifts among the friends, co-workers, colleagues of the Czech people that I know are wine, flowers, or plants of any kind really, candles, underwear, socks, like these practical things, you know, or just like some little something that you can just use up right away and be gone. So the pressure is removed from Christmas. The family aspect is more involved. They have different little traditions that go in with it, and oh my gosh, the food is just to die for. The third thing that I really like about the Czech Republic is their public transportation system. Now, I'll admit it has its flaws from time to time, like the time you sat on the train at the Prague train station waiting to go back to Ostrava for over an hour and had no explanation why. Yeah, I remember that one. That was not very fun, but I mean, whatever, things happen. Otherwise, the Czech transportation system is very efficient. Your trains are on time, your buses are on time, your trams are on time in Ostrava. But it's pretty smooth. Things function pretty smoothly here. The transportation is also relatively cheap. Like, it cost me, I don't know, maybe 300 crowns. And the transportation is also pretty affordable. It only cost me like 300 crowns to go from Prague to Ostrava. Unless I take the fast train, then it still only cost me around 300 crowns. Like 15 euros, $15. 15 Swiss francs. And because of this easy transportation, it's very easy to travel within the city that you're in or to different places around the Czech Republic. And when I lived in Ostrava, when I lived in Brno on the east side of the country, I explored a lot of places over there. I had friends who lived in various cities that I would go visit. I also would just go out on my own and explore things because there's interesting stuff over there, castles and whatnot. Yeah, go check it out. Now that I'm back in Prague, I'm very excited to go explore some of the cities on the west side, like Český Krumlov, České Budějovice, Pilsen, Karlovy Vary. Very stereotypical, I know. Places in the north. Děčín, I was there just recently. It's a tiny little village, but they have a great camping site. And it's located near Bohemian, Switzerland, which is way, way better than actual Switzerland. But anyway, because of the transportation system, I'm super excited to go check out some new places and take you along for the ride. The fourth thing that I really enjoy about the Czech Republic is the nature. There's so many forests and rivers and bike trails and mountains. Mountains? We got real mountains in Switzerland. Yeah, I know. But our little mountains here are just as nice. And you can climb to the top of most of them. You cannot climb to the top of mountains in Switzerland so easily. Do you even hike? Doesn't matter. I got a bad knee and I gotta use this for the next 75 years at least. So I ain't trying to hike you Swiss mountains. The nature here is beautiful. Like, I'm sorry, we ain't Switzerland, we ain't Austria, but we're the Czech Republic. The smaller, cheaper version of those places. The fifth reason that I absolutely love the Czech Republic, I might get a bit emotional here, is because of the freedom. And I'm not talking about like freedom of speech or freedom of religion. Yeah, we have that here too. But you're from the land of the free, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm talking about the freedom to be myself. I grew up in the Midwest where the mentality of the people is you don't go any further than your fathers. You just stay where you are, you live and breathe and work and die, all within a 100-mile radius of where you were born. And I'm not about that lifestyle. I mean, I grew up in this place and I have respect for the people who live there, but I wanted to be something else. I wanted something more. And so coming to the Czech Republic finally gave me the freedom to be myself, where I could finally become who I wanted to be without having people say, "You've changed, man." And they still say that when I go back home. But it doesn't bother me anymore because I'm okay with the person that I am. And I like the person that I am, when I'm on this side of the ocean. So I'm very thankful that I've been able to have this experience and grow into the person I am today. So if you're feeling sad or bummed or stressed, just stop for a minute. Think of 5 things that you really like about your life, that you really like about where you are. Write them down, because that's what I just did. You think I just did this on a whim? Yeah, you just did it on a whim. You didn't plan anything. I mean, I did just kind of do it on a whim. So this has been the 5 things that I could think of off the top of my head that I really like about the Czech Republic. And I feel better, I hope you feel better. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these things, subscribe. Leave a comment in the box below of things you like about the Czech Republic. And I'll see you in the future.